Hello, welcome back to Solomon Scott, a division of Personal Development Center. Thank you for always joining us. Thank you for subscribing. I am Folu Ologe, a chairman of Personal Development Center. We have been considering how renewing your mind can lead to a transformation of your life. Let's take, for example, you find yourselves among a people that you don't want your life to be like what you see, what their circumstances of life, you don't want to be like that. In that case, you don't want to be conformed to the pattern of the life of such a group, but you find yourself among them. The thing to do to get yourself out of such a group is to renew your mind. Begin to play in your mind what you want to be, different from what the group that you are in is. You begin to imagine a different lifestyle. You begin to imagine over and over, turning it over and over in your mind, a different lifestyle, a different circumstance, a different supply. And when your mind begins to work differently from the group that you are in, then your life is headed for a transformation from the life that group is involved in. For example, let's say in Nigeria today, there are a lot of complaints, people complaining of lack, insufficiency, and you really do not want that to be your lot. The thing to do is begin to fill your mind with opportunities in the country rather than the problems of the country. Every situation that appears like problems, difficulties, hardships, hindrances, if you turn it around, it can be an opportunity that if you make use of, can change your life tremendously. For example, there are no jobs in Nigeria. These have kept many people in bondage. These have kept many people in difficult problems, lack of supply. Somebody else looks at it, well, maybe there are not many paying jobs. Can I sit down and become an entrepreneur? Can I have myself employed? All over the world, we know the richest group of people are people who are self-employed. People who are employed never get into the league of the very wealthy, of the very comfortable people. So the problem of lack of job that weighs some people down, that depresses some people, can turn out, wait a minute, that means I can employ myself. I can think, I can renew my mind and find something I can pour my passion into. And the opportunity of being an entrepreneur opens up, where my income is not dependent on what my employer wants to pay me, but my income is dependent on how much work that I do. Suddenly, the problem of the ceiling of salary disappears, and the freedom of almost inexhaustible income comes up. But to lead the group of those who are complaining, there is no job. I graduated 3 years ago. I've been roaming the street. I have not found a job. Or the job I found, the salary is so little, it can barely take me home. But now I have found something to do, something I have a passion about. So you can leave the group of complainers and come into the group of newsmakers, people who are employing others, giving joy. So you have led the group of those who are seeking joy, seeking satisfaction in employment. You have come to the group of people who are giving joy to those who are seeking employment. People, really, many paid jobs. You ask yourself, each time you come back from work, what have I contributed to anybody's life? Some of the paid jobs, you can have specific things that you have contributed to the lives of people. But good number of the paying jobs, particularly in the civil service, those in the core civil service, you cannot at the end of the day strictly quantify how much problems you have solved. It is so full of routine that the matter of job satisfaction is not there. But for example, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe all you supply is bottles of detergents to families. If you're able to supply 1,000 bottles of detergent to families in 2 days, or perhaps in 1 week, you derive joy. Different from, I have earned some money, but you have helped solve the problems of several people. That gives job satisfaction, apart from the income that comes to you. Or say you are a mechanic. The fact that people come to you with cars that are broken down, cars that are not moving, cars that are giving them problem. And as an entrepreneur, a mechanic, you have solved their problems. Their car no longer breaks down. They are happy with the ride that they have. The joy, they call you to thank you. That thank you for this that you have done. That joy is bigger than the money they pay you. In the course of the joy that you bring to others, by the skills that you have developed, of course you will add money, but your greater satisfaction and joy comes from him. What about those that you have employed as an entrepreneur? People who depend on the skills you are teaching, on the jobs they are doing to feed their family and financially be able to take care of their bills. Those ones also gives you joy, which you cannot get strapped up in a regular job that is not readily available, that sometimes you are under threat of being fired. When you are an entrepreneur, you are not under threat of being fired. Your main motivation is how to expand your business. It's not whether you will lose your job or not. You have the latitude to learn new methods of doing your job such that you can be more effective. So whenever you find yourself in a group that you do not want to be in, the thing to do is to renew your mind. Study all books that are available. Look at all videos that are available. Now the YouTube gives us an opportunity to learn whatever skill about whatever area of life. Get your mind immersed in them until you are sufficiently motivated to do something different from the group that you are in. So every time you want to move out of a group that does not give you satisfaction, renew your mind along the group that you want to belong to. Once your mind is renewed, your life will change. You suddenly, or maybe slowly, but steadily, you will find yourself among the new group that you want to be. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day.